morning. So today we are going to discuss magnetism, chapter 13, last and video 3. Okay. So previously we have seen the magnetic field due to a circular loop. Yes, and then now force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Okay. So and that is nothing but what? That is the activity number 13.7 to 13.7. We can do this. Okay. Now see force. Okay. Now a current carrying conductor, listen carefully, a current carrying conductor produces what? It produces magnetic field. Okay, and this magnetic field in turn, yes, this magnetic field in turn exerts force. Okay, that exerts force in the vicinity of that conductor. Okay, whenever there is another magnet, okay, then there will be a force which will be exerted by that particular magnet, okay, in the vicinity of that particular conductor which is carrying current. Okay, then so there is an arrangement in which we are having strain. Yes, we are having a rod, conducting rod AB. Yes, battery, key, and this is the conducting wire. Okay, now see, through this we are going to elaborate, we are going to describe the force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Okay, now see, magnet is also there. Okay, that is horseshoe magnet. Okay, so this is nothing but what? Horseshoe magnet. That is just like this. Okay, we had kept this magnet like this. Okay, now and this particular rod AB, that rod AB is kept between this horseshoe magnet. Okay, now this horseshoe magnet does what? Yes, now see, what we have done is, willingly we have done what? That the direction, okay, the direction of magnetic field will be decided when we will decide the poles. Okay, now so here say this is the south pole, we had arranged it like this. Okay, so this is the south pole, yes, and here it is the north pole. It is the north pole. Okay, now see, this conductor is there in between this magnet. Okay, now when we switch it on, then current flows. Okay, and as the polarity suggests, the current is flowing like this. Okay, now it will come here, yes, and then it will move like this. The direction of current, flow of current is like this. Okay, now, okay, then it will move like this, and again the circuit will be completed and the current will continue to flow. Okay, now here there is a jump between the wire, they are not connected. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is the how current is flowing in this particular circuit. Okay, now the direction of magnetic field is from north to south, so direction of magnetic field will be in upward direction. Yes, okay, now see, listen, this magnetic field will be denoted by, yes, see, this magnetic field, that will be denoted by B. Okay, that is the notation. Okay, so that will be denoted by B. So let me take them. The name of this rod is small a and small b. Okay, now this is the arrangement. We had arranged this rod in such a way that it is there in between the vicinity of this particular magnet. Magnetic field is there, and the current is moving. Okay, now see, when you switch it on, then what happens? Okay, this is the rod, okay, in which the current is flowing. Okay, our magnetic field, that magnetic field is there in vertical direction. Okay, so this is the direction of magnetic field, this is the direction of current. Yes, okay, now see, actually what is that? That is small a and small b. Yes, the rod is like this. Okay, now so as we start this experiment, what we see that magnet use, or there is a force, okay, which takes this this rod towards left, okay, means what? When the current is coming out of the plane, okay, and magnetic field is there in the upward direction, then a force is exerted by that particular rod, okay, which is there in the left side, which is there in left side. This is also 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. These both are at 90 degree. Okay. Now see. So this is the experimental one. Okay. When we arrange them in such a way, then what we see, when current flows out of the plane, okay, and magnetic field is there upside, okay, then this rod, this particular rod, it exerts a force. That force is towards left. That force is towards left. Okay. Now, so this is the case 1. Okay. Now, case 2. Okay. Now, in case 2, what we are going to do is we are going to change the direction of current. Okay. Now, I am not changing anything here, but yes, here when we change the direction of current, suppose the rod AB is as it is. Okay. Now, this is A and this is B. Now this time direction of current is there in backward direction, okay, into the page. This is what? Out of page. Out of page, and here it is what? Into the page. Into the page. Yes. Okay, now see. So, and magnetic field, we did not change magnetic field. Magnetic field is as it is. Okay, that magnetic field is from north to south. North to south. Okay. Now just for the sake of our convenience, I had written north to south. Here also, so that will be the south and that will be the north. Okay. And this is nothing but what? The magnetic field. Now what? This time what we observe? We observe that this time the force over this particular rod AB is changed, and now that force is towards right side. Okay, now that force is towards right side. Okay, now see, from here we may conclude something. Yes, and very important observation we may look for. Okay, here that when the current was coming out, the force exerted by the rod was towards left. Okay, when the magnetic field was in upward direction. Okay, now when we change the direction of current, then similar and opposite, yes, just opposite direction, okay, of force was there. Okay, so the rod was moving in this direction. Okay, when we continue to change this polarity, then we will see that this rod is what? This rod will swing over this particular stand. Okay, so when the current is out, such type of case, when the current is in, such type of case is there. Okay, now see, here we may see 2 more cases, okay, in which now another question which you may arise is that, sir, here we have changed the direction of current, no problem. This time the direction of current we will remain that as it is, and then now what we are going to do is this time we are going to change the direction of magnetic field. Okay, now see, so this time what? The direction of current is like this. Direction of current is like this, and then the direction of magnetic field. Okay, the direction of magnetic field is like this. Okay, so this is the direction of magnetic field. This is the direction of current. Now what we see? Now this time what we see? Okay, so this is our direction of F. This is the force B and I. Okay, now so what is going to be happened here? Okay, now see, so if we form a pattern, suppose if we form a pattern. Okay, now see, suppose if I take this thumb, this index finger, and this is the middle finger. Okay, now if I take this thumb is the direction of force. Okay, this index finger is the direction of magnetic field, and the middle finger is the direction of current. Then if I set them in such a way that F, B and I. Okay, now so this is the F. Okay, now the very first thing, B. Okay, now this is the B and I. Okay, and this is the I. Okay, now see. So we will see that. See, B, I. So the force is like this. Force is towards left. Now, if I apply the similar one here, okay, now this time B is up, but the direction of current is there inside the page. Okay, now see. So let me do it like this. Okay, for this case. So this time the force is there. Okay, now see. This is the direction of magnetic field. This was the direction of current. In this case, the force was like this, in this direction. Okay. Now, when we move here, now this time this direction of current is reversed. So that is into the page. When this is into the page, okay, and then the magnetic field is like this, then force is applied like this. So, whatever we have introduced just to understand this, up to here, that is okay. Yes. Now, when we apply the same thing here, okay. That is magnetic field downside, current is like this. Okay, now we see experimentally we see that the force is reversed here and then the direction of force is like this. Okay, yes, when we do it like this, so the direction of force is like this. Okay, now in this case, yes, in this case also this is magnetic field, current is out, so force is like this. Okay, now one more case when magnetic field is in upward direction, okay, and current is coming out. Okay, this is the A and this is the B. Okay, now see, the current is coming out. Okay, this is the A, this is the B, and magnetic field, this time the magnetic field we have changed. Okay, so that is the case. Sorry, magnetic field is there in downward direction. Now this time magnetic field is in downward direction. Okay, now this time we have changed the direction of current. Now current is there into the page. Okay, now current is moving into the page. That is A, and this is the direction of flow of current. Okay, this is the direction of flow of current. Now, in this case, we see that the force is reversed. Okay, the direction of force is like this. Okay, so now let us see experimentally the direction of force is like this. Okay, now so this is at 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. Okay, now so again this is magnetic field, this is direction of current, and this is force. Okay, now we have taken all the four cases when the direction of current changes and magnetic field remains as it is. What happens with the force? What happens with the rod? In which direction the force is exerted? Okay, now and when the magnetic field is changed and the direction of current, magnetic field just reverse and the direction of current is changed, then also we have seen. Okay, so in both the cases what we have observed that the direction of current, the direction of force got reversed in both the cases. So from here we may conclude one thing. Okay, and what is that thing? Let us see. Okay, now see here you may see one thing, that all are there at a 90 degree. Okay, if you assume this as a coordinate origin of Cartesian coordinate, then these all are what? X axis, Y axis and Z axis, like this. Okay, so they all are at 90 degree. So from here we may better understand, or we may introduce one more thing, and which is known as we have noted this, which is known as Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand, this is left hand, this is left hand, and Fleming's left hand rule says what? See. Okay, this is the thumb, index finger, and like this. Fleming's left hand rule. Now Fleming's left hand rule says what? Okay, now see, suppose this is the Cartesian coordinate, this is the origin. Now say this is the x axis. Okay, now this is the y axis, and this is nothing but what? The z axis. This is the z axis. Okay, now we are having one thumb, two fingers. Okay, now listen, one is for force. Okay, thumb will always be for force. Thumb will always be for force. Okay, thumb will always be for force. Index finger will always be for magnetic field, and the middle finger will always be for current. Okay, now so here suppose if this is the magnetic field, if this is the magnetic field, okay, now and the direction of current, suppose the direction of current is like this. Okay, so this is the direction of current, then we will see, okay, this is the direction of current, then we will see this is going to be the direction of what? Force. Okay, this is the direction of force. Now see, so we may see the short form of this FBI. Now B, the very first, okay, we have to arrange the finger which is constant there. Okay, so magnetic field is constant here, so like this. Okay, B, then I is coming outside, so middle finger will decide the direction of current, so that middle finger is like this. Okay, so the force is like that. Okay, now so Fleming, yes, the scientist, okay, Sir Fleming had arranged this. Okay, he had introduced such type of arrangement by which we can directly, without experiment, we can say that when the direction of magnetic field is like this and the direction of current is like this, then in which direction the force will be exerted. Okay, so if we take our thumb as the direction of magnetic field, if we take our middle finger as the direction of current, then the index finger will always give you the direction of force. Okay, and these all three will be 8 90 degree. Yes, 90 and 90. Okay, 90. Yes, so all these three are at 90 degree. So remember, this is the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, now this Fleming's left hand rule, so we may have one formula, okay, regarding this, which is there for higher studies. Okay, so we will introduce them later on. So for the time being, this is the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, which says when we stage our thumb in the y direction and middle finger in the z direction, then directly we will have the index finger in the direction of force. Okay, so this was Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, this Fleming's left hand rule is applicable for the original current we are considering. Okay, later on we will see another case. Okay, so in that case what we will have another. Okay, so in this way we complete this force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field and Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so this is especially for the force identification when we are having magnetic field and current. Force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, there is application of Fleming's left hand rule. Let us take an example. Suppose we are having a uniform magnetic field. Okay, the uniform magnetic field is there in this direction. Okay, suppose if I take the direction, then say the direction is east. Okay, and this direction is west. Okay, now listen, and an electron enters in this particular field, okay, from top to bottom. Okay, now if this is the east, that is the west, so this will be what? North, and this will be what? South. Okay, now what they are asking is about the force on this particular electron. Okay, what they are asking is the direction of force acting on the electron will be, the direction of force on this electron will be. Okay, now let us see. So we have the notation. This is the north, this is the west, this is the south, and this is the east. Okay, now listen carefully. Okay, now we know the Fleming's left hand rule. What left hand rule says? This F, B, and this I. Okay, now see. Now if I go as student used to do, if I directly just I had read and then I am solving F, then direction of electron. Now see, listen. The thing which is to be considered here is, as we have already done in electricity, that the direction of flow of current is just opposite to the direction of flow of charges, that is electron. Okay, so if electrons are flowing from north to south, then the current will flow from the direction of current will be from south to north. Okay, so remember, this is the concept in this. The direction of current will be from south to north. Now we may apply the Fleming's Lefton rule. Fleming's Lefton rule says what? FBI. So direction of magnetic field, then the direction of force. Current. Okay, now see, direction of magnetic field, the direction of current, then what is this? Is the direction of force, and that will be what? That will be inside. Yes, that will be inside the page. Okay, now if it is inside the page, okay, now so we may say that the direction of force will be into the page. Okay, so important one. Okay, one more question is there. Okay, the question is, a positively charged particle, that is alpha particle, projected towards waste. Okay, a positively charged particle, that is alpha particle, is projected towards the waste, is deflected towards north by a magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is, now this time we have to find out the direction of magnetic field. Okay, now what they have said that this is the north, this is the west, this is the east, and this is the south. Okay, now what? A positively charged particle, alpha particle, projected towards west. Okay, an alpha particle, that is positively charged particle. Yes, so it is clear here that positively charged particle means what? That is the direction of current. Okay, yes, so in which the direction in which the positive charge is flowing will be the direction of current. Okay, so a positively charged particle was moving towards west. Okay, and it had deflected towards what? It had deflected towards north. Okay, it had deflected towards north means what? It had exerted of a force, and the force was towards north. Yes, they have given. Yes, towards north by a magnetic field, the direction. So we need to find out the direction of magnetic field. Now this time what? We have given this, but we have to find this. Okay, now see FBI. Okay, now B is not given. This is given and this is given. Okay, now this is F, this is B, and this is I. Okay, so F is there. Yes, so the direction of magnetic field will be F. B we need to find out. Okay, and this is what? I. Yes, so if I arrange them like this, okay, yes, so this is the force F, B we need, okay, but yes, I direction we know. Yes, this is the I. So F, this is the I, and this will be the direction of magnetic field. So the magnetic field will come out of the page. Magnetic field will come out of the page. This will be the direction of magnetic field. Okay, this will be the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so these are the questions in which you should imagine. Yes. Okay, you should have this notation in your mind that the upper one will be north. Whatever they have given, you should have this one. Okay, that is north, south, west, east. Okay, so this was the application of Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, in our next video, that is video 4, we are going to discuss about electric motor. Okay, now see. So the application of Fleming's rule will be there in electric motor. Yes, electric motor, microphones, loud hailers. Okay, microphones, loud hailers, and these are okay where we use this Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, thank you.